Hey, Mike Healy here, and I have a great video for you. I think you're going to really enjoy this one because I'm going to ask you a question. What if you could retire with just $9,000? Okay, not live on $9,000, but what if you could take $9,000 and potentially retire because of it? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got a PowerPoint put together here, and we're going to go through this together. We're going to explore some hypotheticals. I got some cash flow options for you, and I want you to start thinking bigger, okay? Now, first off, my disclaimer is this is not financial advice. I'm not a legal advisor. I'm not a tax expert or anything like that, and there's no guarantees, okay? Just want you to kind of use some hypothetical thinking when we go through some of these scenarios. So, the big idea, okay, let's just jump right into it. The big idea here is what if potentially you could take $9,000 or less, but let's say we're going to stick with 9,000 and you could retire because of it. Okay. I know that sounds crazy. I am going to break it down because what it is, it's about cash flowing assets that produce cash. Okay. Because the experts such as Robert Kiyosaki, Grant Cardone, they say that the secret to money is to buy cash flow producing assets. Okay. These are things that make you money every single day. And it's not just speculation. And we're not talking about just buying tokens and hoping they go up or buying stocks and hoping they go up. This is about real assets, owning income generating assets. All right. So let's get into this. All right. So one of the things that a lot of people don't understand, but this is where a lot of super wealthy people have created wealth recently. There's a window that just opened up and you have the opportunity to be part of it. And it's by becoming a part or becoming a miner in the crypto, the digital asset space. All right. Now, what a crypto mining unit does is it produces rewards every single day in the form of tokens. Those tokens typically have value. One of the projects that a lot of us have gotten involved in is already seeing $5 a day per mining unit, which at the current market value is pretty insane. All right. And it's designed with a mining unit. What's nice is these are designed to last over 100 years. Okay. Because they have a finite amount of tokens that they do and they go through. Okay. One of the other things people don't really think about is this is an asset that's willable. It's long term. It's something that you can see. It's predictable. It's scalable. Okay. Now, here's what the starting point is. All right. So let's get into this. Let's get a little more details. Back to the mining thing real quick is just to consider it as this. If someone got crypto tokens, that would be like getting the golden eggs. With a mining unit, you have the golden goose laying those eggs. Real simple, right? Now, with 9 mining units, that's approximately a $9,000 project purchase. Okay, you're buying the software. You don't have to house these. You don't have to put units in your house or anything like that. The one project that we've been doing this with is also giving us some free ones as an incentive for a total of 11. Okay, so somebody can take $9,000 buy 9 mining units. They're getting 2 free, which is 11. Okay. At currently, because the market, and I'll show you some graphs probably of what the growth of this token has been doing, is about $5 a day with 1 unit. Okay, 1 unit is producing on a regular, consistent basis about $5 a day, and has been going up, but we're just going to stick with $5 for easy math. If you had 11 units because you paid you bought 9 units and got the 2 free, so there's 11. That would generate you passively for doing absolutely nothing, but owning the software to it, the license to it, you'd be making $55 a day. Now, $55 a day times 30 days gives you approximately $1,650 per month in passive income. $1,650 per month passive income. Multiply that by a year if the token value just stayed exactly the same, which is kind of crazy. Okay, so it's a nice supplemental income. Okay, because I've seen people, myself included, we've gotten into like things like real estate and so on, where you're buying. I mean, I bought a housing unit one time, cost me over $175,000, and I was only making maybe $200 a month passively on it. And if I had repairs and stuff like that, But you get what I'm saying here. This is a digital space. This is the digital spaces where everything is moving. Now, long-term potential is what I want to get to, because we're talking earlier, I asked about the retirement, right? What if the token value continued to rise as we're seeing? Okay, basically, we're watching this collectively go on a strategically built model that's allowing this token to continually grow and grow and grow. And let's say hypothetically, the mining units get to about $23.75 a day, because this is something that has been stated out there. Okay, so if you had 11 of them times $23.75, 30 times 30 days, hypothetically, again, not a guarantee of income, that's $7,800 plus per month coming in per month. Okay, think about that. Now that's based on market growth, adoption, demand. And there are things in place. You can do some deep dive studies. There are materials out there. There are things you can look at to see where this potentially could go, okay? Now, how the mine works is very simple. There's a finite mining schedule, meaning there is only ever a specific amount of tokens that are mined every day. There's also a specific amount of miners that can be owned. So what's happening is people are becoming, getting in quicker, because as the rate diminishes, but we've seen with the price going up, so it kind of offsets it. It's a token supply, it's a capped token supply. So being in early, you benefit more. And right now, with the project we're talking about, only 3% of the mine has been filled yet. So we've got some very good room for growth, but we're starting to see that the word's getting out about what this project's doing, and people are getting excited about it, and more people are talking about it, and those mines are getting purchased quicker and quicker and quicker, okay? Now, hypothetically, of course, what if you thought a little bigger and you scaled? Because there are ways to scale and actually increase your mining units. And what if you got up to 100 mining units, okay? Well, if each mining unit at its bare minimum, end of story, there's no more left. Last seat in the ship was picked up, and it was making only $5 a day. If you had scaled up to where you got, let's say, 100 of those, that's $15,000 a month. Okay. Now, most people, maybe you, maybe not you, could do very well by just having that coming in every single month passively. Okay. Now, if that got up to what I'd shown you before in some of the price predictions based on token value, that would also go to maybe $23.75 a day times 100 is going to give you approximately, if you do the math, times whatever the daily is, times 30 days, that's about 7,100 grand a month. Again, not financial advice, trying to get you to think bigger. Put something else in your head besides the linear income that most people are stuck with, and getting into passive income opportunities, okay? Imagine what that would do for your life if you had a passive 1,500 grand a month coming in, all right? Now, retirement's not about having $1 million in the bank. Most people are never even going to get to that point. Very, very few people statistically can put that kind of capital together and even get any kind of a reverse, any kind of investment coming in with that. Now, the other thing too is freedom comes from having choices, right? And it's about monthly income exceeding monthly expenses. All right. So you could be making a lot of money off these things if you did it, but if you're doing it wrong and you're overspending, you're still going to be in trouble. But if you can produce assets, get assets producing money on a daily basis, monthly basis, and you just don't overspend that, you now can get some freedom. Cash flow equals freedom, and gives you different aspects of this, okay? So last couple things on here, mind shift. Don't think small on this project. Don't think small on this project, because this is a real tangible thing. This is where everything's going. Get a bigger mindset, like a Kiyosaki, like a Grant Cardone. Seek incentives to scale. Like I said that a little bit ago, a couple slides ago, about scaling up to 100 units, right? There's a lot of people that have already scaled up to 100 units, and at $5 a day, you can do the math on that. Well, what if those units are doing what I just showed you math wise? Okay. And if you need to, if you've never done it, read the book Magic of Thinking Big. Final thoughts: cash flow assets are tangible. They're not hype. These are things that you can show you have access to them, that you own them. Okay. Start with what you can afford. You do not have to buy mining units typically at the $9,000 level. There are other options. You can get one for close to $1,000. You can get two for 2,000, etc. But picture where you could. I wanted to just show you this because there's a lot of people out there that if they had the idea of taking some money that they might have sitting on the sidelines and using it as something for a passive income, this might be the way to go. Okay, now if you think about it, crypto has made many multi-millionaires as well as many billionaires. Okay, and if you could have gone back in time and you had a time machine and knowing what you know today about Bitcoin, and you could have gotten in early on projects that are, poised to potentially go like that. We're not saying go to the level of Bitcoin, but have that growth percentage potential. That's what we're looking at right here. This could be your Bitcoin moment. So it's up to you. And last thing, call to actions: do the math yourself, explore the mining project. You'll figure out what we're talking about here. Consider your goals and think big, because if you take the time to do some due diligence on the project that a lot of us are beginning to participate in on a high level, you're going to see that this makes sense. It just has logic behind it. It's scalable. It's predictable. It's absolutely incredible. Okay. So anyhow, thank you so much for your time on here. You're welcome to reply to me. If somebody sent you this video to take a look at, get back with them and we can get your questions answered. See if it might be something for you, because, hey, making a lot of money ain't for everybody, might not be for you, but we have figured out that cash flow equals freedom. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the other side.